station of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are Arizona.
Diamondbacks continue their long homestand here in the desert Southwest, and home has been very good to them. Inside Chase Field tonight, it's game number 2 of the 3-game series between the Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. The Diamondbacks 6 back in the NL West standings. The Giants still on top, the Dodgers in second place, but the Diamondbacks also making their way through the wild card race. Hello again, everybody. Along with Mark Grace, I'm Greg Schulte. Happy to have you aboard for Diamondbacks baseball. Roster move today. John McDonald activated off the disabled list, and Gracie, Ryan Roberts designated for assignment.
Yeah, Ryan Roberts, I think a lot of fans would like to thank him for the time spent in a Diamondbacks uniform. He provided a lot of thrills, and we certainly wish you well, Ryan Roberts, wherever you end up.
Let's take a look at our APS Energy All-Stars. Great pitching over the last 3 ball games, in particular by Miley, Coleman, and last night Ian Kennedy.
Well, it's easy to get on a roll in the major leagues when you get good starting pitching, Greg. We saw it from Wade Miley against Houston. He was dominant. Josh Coleman, the stunt man, wherever you do with him, reliever, starter, he just pitches well. Ian Kennedy, for the second time in two games in a row, he's gone 8 innings and dominated. Now they're going to throw the baton over to Joe Saunders, who threw the ball very well his last start in Cincinnati, Greg.
He left with a 6-3 lead in that ball game. Diamondbacks ended up falling 7-6 to the Redlegs. But you always have to have a guy at the back end who can close games out, and J.J. Putz has been outstanding.
He really has. The last couple of months, J.J. hasn't had a whole lot of save opportunities, but the ones he's had, he has dominated lately. He's throwing the ball harder now, about 94, 95 miles an hour. That makes the hitter speed up, and that just sets up that devastating split finger that he's been throwing. He had to come in and clean up a mess last night. He went through the Rockies like butter.
So J.J.'s closing them out. The starters have been good. We know about that offense. It's been ripping the baseball. And speaking of ripping the baseball, how about Paul Goldschmidt against left-handers? Jody's going to come back and take a look at the power-hitting first baseman of the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks and the Rockies coming up. brought to you in part by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores. Arizona Lottery. You can't win if you don't play.
And welcome back to Chase Field on this Tuesday night. Diamondbacks have won all 4 games on this homestand so far and 7 straight at home. Jody Jackson with you out here on the field. And this is a series where the Rockies are throwing out 3 left-handed pitchers during this series versus the Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks have handled lefties very well of late, 9-3 in their last 12 games after struggling earlier this season. A lot of it is due to the success of Paul Goldschmidt. He's 4th in the majors in average against lefties at .396 for the season. But look at this average since May 19th, a .508 average, the slugging percentage off the charts, 20 extra base hits. And he leads the majors in all of those categories since that time. When you ask Goldie about it, he'll tell you he hasn't made a lot of adjustments, but he's been good against lefties throughout his career, throughout the minors. And then last year when he came up here, struggled a little bit against left-handed pitching, and early this season in April. But he said, I've seen more lefties lately. I have made some adjustments, and I'm just feeling more comfortable out there, and we're seeing that right now. It certainly helped the Diamondbacks in an area where they did struggle earlier this season. Well, stay with us. The Diamondbacks look to stay hot. First pitch right around the corner. Greg Schulte and Mark Grace will have the call, and the Bats are certainly on fire during this homestand. Game 2 of a 3-game set against the Rockies.
As it's game number 2 with the Rockies. Diamondbacks winning here last night 6-3. Jim Tracy in his 4th season as skipper of the Rockies. And here's the lineup he's going to put on the field tonight against Joe Saunders. Fowler, Scudero, Gonzalez, Kadire in that cleanup spot. Andrew Brown will bat 5th. Willen Rosario back in there. Josh Rutledge, big night last night. DJ LeMahieu. And Edouard Cabrera is on the mound doing the pitching. Let's take a look at our Arizona 4th starting pitcher, and it's Joe Saunders, Gracie, the left-hander.
Yeah, Joe Saunders coming off a pretty doggone good outing. He took a 1-hitter into the 6th inning. That was in Cincinnati. He ended up giving up 3 straight base hits that led to 3 runs, but he left the ballgame in pretty good shape. He was leading 6-3. Unfortunately, the Diamondbacks coughed that one up, and Joe Saunders, unfortunately, didn't get a much-deserved win, but He'll twirl it here, and he's on the heels of some pretty good starts by some other guys, too, wouldn't you say, Greg?
Yeah, absolutely. And, had they won that game against Cincinnati, they'd be riding a 6-game winning streak. First pitch of the night is down a little bit. We're underway. Roof panels closed here. It was 101 outdoors when they closed the old roof. 79 very comfortable degrees inside. There's a foul by Fowler.
And Dexter Fowler had a tough night here last night. He only got 2 hits against the Arizona Diamondbacks, Greg. That's a slow night for him.
Yeah, it is. Last 14, though, 12 extra base hits and 11 runs batted in. 7 foul past third base.
Joe Saunders used his curveball a lot in Cincinnati. That's kind of been his third, maybe even fourth pitch this year. Seems to me like he's starting to believe in it, and it's been a good pitch for him.
Quick worker. He gets the ball, a lot like Miley, and goes right back to work. And take a seat, Dexter Fowler. You're caught looking, 1 out to start the ball game.
Well, how pretty was that? That pitch starts about 3 inches off the outside corner and then just cuts right to the glove of Miguel Montero. Can't do it any better than that if you're Joe Saunders. Well done.
Marco Scutaro, the hitter, their second baseman. Took an 0 for last night. His name has been bandied about in trade rumors. First year with Colorado. And he's in the hole 0-2.
Holy Moses, Greg Schulte.
I saw him walk in just a few minutes ago.
He's got some good seats. I'll tell you what, he's a woolly booger, though. I like that look. You got to be wealthy to have a beard like that.
I'll skip away from Miguel Montero, who's catching again tonight for the Diamondbacks. Miggy pretty much every night behind the plate. In the air to center. Young has a beat on it. Back near the warning track makes the catch for out number 2.
That's what you want Marco Scutaro to do. Hit the ball in the air to center field. It is a long poke out there at Chase Field. Shorter in the alleys, but very deep to center field.
And with 2 outs, here's Carlos Gonzalez, who had a home run last night.
That was off the left-hander Mike Zagurski. Zagurski had to end up leaving the ballgame in the 9th inning, handed it over to J.J. Putz, who just easily put down the rest of these Colorado Rockies for his 18th save.
Swing and a miss. Ian Kennedy last night, the 2 through 6 hitters were combined 0 for 16 against him. And Gonzalez fanned 3 times against Ian.
Did it seem to you, Greg, the last couple of starts that he may be throwing a tick harder, Ian Kennedy?
And I think he's working a little faster, too. I don't know if they come hand in hand, but the results have been pretty darn good. I agree.
He was ahead of what the first 11 hitters he threw first pitch strikes. Joe Saunders following that same lead. Jumping ahead here at Cargo 0-2. Not a bad 0-2 pitch there. Try to tease him off the plate a little bit, see if he'll chase it. Cargo, he's not hitting 329 for nothing. He doesn't chase that too often.
Saunders 5-2 in his career against the Rockies. He lost his only start against Colorado back on June 4th. He lost that game to Friedrich 4-0. Diamondbacks were shut out. He went around. Montero will apply the tag, and that's it. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Saunders as the Rockies go down in order. And Edward Cabrera will be the Rockies starter tonight. with their win last night, right in this 4-game winning streak. Let's take a look at the Mazda starting lineups, or lineup, I should say, for the Diamondbacks. Bloomquist playing third tonight. Hill, Kubel, Goldschmidt batting cleanup, followed by up into the 5 spot, Montero, Young. Drew batting 8th, playing shortstop, and Joe Saunders batting 9th and doing the pitching. And that pitcher is Edouard Cabrera, up from AAA most recently.
Long, lanky left-hander.
Strikeout machine in the minor leagues.
Yeah, I'll say 111 of them in just 118 innings. It wasn't so much fun in his one start in the big leagues this year against the Nationals, though, was it?
Those are tough numbers right there. He's ready to go against Bloomquist, Hill, and Kubel here in the first. He gave up 3 home runs in that ball game against Washington. He throws a strike. Every time a Diamondback player hits a home run this season, Fulton Homes would donate $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Right at Scooter goes on to Kadar, 1 out.
Second baseman, number 2.
Aaron Hill, we haven't said this very often, wore the collar last night.
Especially at home.
Yeah.
He loves hitting the Chase Field. He loves to hit left-handers, too. He loves to hook that ball down the left field line. He's still having a remarkable season.
Ian Kubel hitless last night, but the Diamondbacks got offense from other parts of the batting order.
You can see just in the first few pitches that Cabrera is throwing, he likes to turn that fastball over, get some sink. Just like that, get these right-handed hitters to chase that ball down and away. That one missed. Now he's 3-0 on Aaron Hill.
Six-footer, 175 pounds, out of the Dominican Republic. Edouard Cabrera, 24 years old, won't be 25 until October.
Wow, bottom dropped out of that fastball. I mean, that was a sprawling swing at a 3-1 pitch. And this pitch not even close to a strike, and look at the swing. Wow. Okay. You want to play like that, do you? Once again, Aaron Hill loving to hook that baseball down the left field line. He's just a little quick with it.
And he walks.
Throw him a changeup.
Yeah. So base runner for Kubel. Diamondbacks have received a lot of walks on this homestand. A lot of those walks have come in to score. Kubel, like Hill, took an 0 for last night, 0 for 4. Fourteen of the 20 walks that the Diamondbacks have received on this homestand have come home to roost. So that's making the most out of your opportunities, isn't it? It's a lot of free runs.
That's what you're supposed to do. Punish an opposing pitcher when he gives you gifts. When you come bearing gifts, feel free to accept them. It's a good fastball right to the outside corner for strike 1.
Cabrera led all of the minor leagues with 217 strikeouts last year. He just dotted the outside edge right there. It's a lot of strikeouts in a minor league season.
A boatload of strikeouts.
In a major league season.
Goodness gracious.
He left that one a little high. His catcher tonight is Rosario, who's back in there. Hernandez caught last night. 328 strikeouts and 285 innings.
Golly.
But he has walked a man here with one out in the first inning. It's 2-2 on Kubel.
Kubel was sitting all over that fastball. He got it, but it was just a little too far in for him to keep fair. He's waiting on it. Those inside corners are just a little bit difficult to keep fair. Now it's 2-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did. Now it's full. All right, it's decision time for Kirk Gibson. Do you send the runner, try to stay out of the double play, or do you risk a strike him out, throw him out? I shackle him at first base.
Yeah,
what do you do?
I do too. I don't think. Yeah, he's going to stay, and that's strike 3 call.
It's a heck of a
Kubel
pitch.
looking.
One heck of a pitch.
Froze him.
That's just perfect placement. And Kubel knew it.
Quick glove work also by Rosario. 2 outs now for Goldschmidt. He's just been ripping all sorts of pitching, but especially left-handers. Goldschmidt at the first pitch he saw last night for a home run.
Goldschmidt, when he gets locked in, I mean, it's extra base hits, doubles, homers. He had that long hitting streak earlier this year. It wasn't just a bunch of singles, and it wasn't just 1 for 4s. It was damage.
Early in the season, it seemed like every time the Diamondbacks faced a left-hander, they really had a lot of problems. But of late, they have really been locked and loaded. Winning 8 of their last 11. Pounding the long ball. Hitting for average. They've come to like facing southpaws, and they're facing 3 in this series.
Change up. Goldschmidt way out in front. You think Cabrera realized that he hit that ball a long ways on the first pitch last night, a first pitch fastball.
0-1 count on Goldschmidt. Hill walked with 1 out. He's at first base now with 2 out. Ball and a strike. Goldschmidt has been among the league leaders against left-handers in batting average this year. How about Andrew McCutcheon hitting .459?
Goodness.
Cabrera and Posey, and then Paul Goldschmidt.
He laid off a good change up there. That was the same one he swung at a couple of pitches ago. And that's a good adjustment that you see him from a young hitter like Goldschmidt. You see him all around. Okay, I've recognized it. You've thrown it to me before. Now I'm laying off of it. Sometimes it takes major league hitters 5 years to make those adjustments. Just took Goldschmidt a couple of pitches. That's why he's going to be so good for so long.
Count is 2-2 now. Yeah, I mean, you stop and you think he came up August 1st last year. The numbers he put up, what he's been able to do here this year after a slow start.
It's been impressive.
They made the adjustment. He has adjusted back. .85 hits, 43 of those hits have been extra base knocks, including 29 doubles. And he went around a check swing, and Cabrera, like Saunders, strikes out 2 in the first inning, issues a walk. No score after 1.
I am. It gave me an opportunity to play in the big leagues. It gave me time. It gave me a chance to become a player that I am right now. So, that's just a credit to my teammates and the fans. That's going to be the number one thing that's going to be tough for me. I'll definitely miss my teammates. I definitely miss the fans that, supported me when things were good and when things were bad.
And Ryan Roberts designated for assignment today. It appears, according to Kevin Towers, that a trade may be close. But Ryan reflected on his time here with the Diamondbacks. He thanked everyone from President Derek Hall to the Bat Boys and said it would be very tough to say goodbye to a very close-knit set of teammates. And it reminded me also of a conversation with Ryan earlier this year, guys, where he talked about Bob Melvin and Kirk Gibson really being 2 guys that believed in him. And so everyone here, including Kirk Gibson, Kevin Towers, expressing their hope for Ryan Roberts. Best wishes for him in the future, as it appears he will be sent via trade to another team at some point soon.
All right, thank you, Jody. Ryan Roberts designated. John McDonald reinstated from the DL. Willie Bloomquist made a nice play on a ball that stayed down on him, but he threw it past Paul Goldschmidt at first base for a 2-base error to start this rocky second inning. The ball hit by Michael Kadire off Joe Saunders.
Maybe Ryan Roberts put a little magic dust down there just to mess with these Diamondbacks at third base.
Here's Andrew Brown now. Brown's got some size on him. 1-1, hitting 300, only had 10 at bats. He looks stockier than 185.
Looks like about 230.
He was claimed off waivers from St. Louis last October. Played in 11 games with the Cardinals last year. Out of Carrollton, Texas. And played at the University of Nebraska. 1-2 count. And Saunders throws away.
He's needing a strikeout. He's gotten Brown to chase a couple of pitches down and away. It looks like Joe Saunders may be trying to set up that changeup by missing with the fastball. Let's see if he goes with it. Young hitters are usually aggressive hitters. A lot of times you can rattle their cage with off-speed stuff. Goes with the fastball in, and Brown was there. He fouled it straight back.
Saunders went lickety-split through that first inning with a pair of strikeouts. And Ara's put him under the gun here to start the second inning. Runner at second, nobody out. And a dribbler foul at the plate area.
That was the changeup. Brown just able to stay alive. He tried to get him to chase the changeup down and away. He got it where he wanted it. Brown just able to hang in there.
Rockies come in here 23 games below 500.
Yuck.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Third strikeout for Saunders and a big first out with that runner not moving off second.
Down and away was where he wanted to go the whole time. He went with the changeup prior, then the gas. You see just how tardy that swing is by the youngster Brown. As you said, a big strikeout, an unproductive out after the error on Bloomquist.
Now it's Willen Rosario. He's got some numbers against Saunders. He's had 6 at-bats, 4 hits, and 2 home runs.
I kind of like this guy.
Yeah, off Rosario. He's got some punch in that bat. He's a pretty good catcher from what we've seen early on.
Certainly some young talent in this Rocky organization, especially position player-wise.
Where they really need to get it going is on the mound.
Starting pitching. Now, I don't mind their bullpen. They've got some good arms in their bullpen. They've got an effective bullpen, but well, their starting pitching has really let them down this year.
And those guys these days are busy men. 4-man rotation, 75 pitch limit or in the vicinity of. Well, that bullpen is really getting taxed. And a ground ball. Diving stop. Drew gets up, throws, got him on a nice play. Drew saved a run right there. Going to his left, a diving stop, and got up and threw out Rosario.
Big time play right there by Stephen Drew. We saw Willie Bloomquist make a couple of plays like this last night. That ball smoked. Beautiful dive to the left and then a strike over to Goldschmidt. 2 big outs, and Michael Kadire still stands on second base.
And here is Josh Rutledge, who had quite a night last night. Home run and a double. Young man called up from Double-A, and he's already made a quick impact. 14 hits and 38 at bats. 6 runs batted in.
Once again, Joe Saunders jumps ahead with the fastball. Once again, these young hitters, more often than not, they're very aggressive. They like to hit fastballs. See if Saunders goes to something off speed here. He did, and he got it there. The curveball. Pretty pitch.
Rutledge right now is on a 7-game hitting streak. 12 hits, and 7 of those hits have been extra base knocks.
Filling in for the injured Troy Tulowitzki. I think they're going to have to find a place to play this kid.
Yeah.
He can play. Another off speed, another strikeout. That's 4 now for the left-handed Saunders.
And he picks up his teammate on the throwing error. Pitches around to that man, never left second. later in today's game, brought to you by Miller Lite.
Oh, man. We had so much fun floating down the Salt River during the All-Star break, Greg. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was good times right there. I don't know why you had to have the big old white sheet over your head there, though.
I got to protect myself.
Yeah. Well, as you mentioned, Joe Saunders, 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. Diamondbacks had a walk in the first inning off young Edward Cabrera, but they left that man. He struck out 2. He's got Upton, Montero, and Young to deal with here in the bottom of the second. Looking at Upton's numbers a little earlier today, you and I were talking about this. Over his last 34 games now, he's hitting .323 with 19 RBIs and 23 runs scored.
Yeah, he's scoring plenty of runs. He's been doing that all year. And that's what you want to do against these youngsters. Wait them out, get into good hitting counts like this, 2-0. Turn him into a fastball hitter or pitcher.
And that's down to third, and a nice play there by LeMahieu. Let's take a look at our key to the game, brought to you by Kia Motors. And what we have tonight is Drive for 5.
Well, what's that, Greg?
Well, the Diamondbacks have had one 5-game winning streak this season. That was June 5th through the 10th. They win tonight. They've won 5 in a row.
I like that.
And, of course, Kia Motors, you got to drive for 5, right?
I'll tell you what, you just slipped that in really nicely, too. You've done this before, haven't you?
A couple nights ago. Here's Montero. This kid doesn't look wild at all, does he?
He's got some stuff. Let's not kid ourselves. I like his changeup. Looks like he's got some good movement on his fastball.
Well, they're looking for pitching. And that's why they made the deal, Guthrie for Sanchez. They're looking for anybody who can give him some shutdown innings to start a ball game. Maybe a big swing and a miss, 1 and 2. The Rockies starters have not been good. I think their ERA is well over 6.
You're seeing a lot of survival swings, like you just saw from Montero. You saw a check swing on the strikeout by Goldschmidt.
It's down at first, but that is a foul ball. How bad has the Rockies starters ERA been? Only the 96 Tigers, 6.64, with a higher ERA since 1990. And the Rockies are actually in there twice, 99 also.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's just not very good, folks. Mercy.
Kind of like what the Diamondback bullpen was a few years
Remember
ago.
that?
Yeah. That's changed, hasn't it? Miggy, a foul. He just got a piece of it.
Yeah, that's another very awkward swing. That's when you know a guy's throwing some really good stuff up there. And Edward Cabrera right now is throwing some really good stuff.
Talk about going through a batting order for the first time. As a hitter, you're trying to see as many pitches as you possibly can from this guy, right? If you get an opportunity.
That's exactly what you're trying to do, sure.
Sometimes it works that way, sometimes it doesn't, but
and it depends on the situation, too. If it's a quote-unquote nothing situation like this, nobody on, 1 out, yeah, you'd like to see as many as you can.
Diamondbacks have been pretty good, especially over the last few weeks, of getting to that pitcher maybe they've never seen, or some they haven't seen that often, second, third time through the order. They've made good adjustments. First time through here, only a walk to Aaron Hill through the first 5 batters. Montero's really battling him here.
He's fighting off changeups, curveballs, fastballs, you name it. Which leads to his next at bat. He won't be surprised by anything. He's seen the whole arsenal. Now let's see if he can make it a outstanding at bat and find his way on base.
9th pitch of the AB coming right here. And a foul. That'll scatter some folks.
Like a bullet.
Seems cool.
Got his Orioles hat on, his Diamondbacks shirt on.
A couple of former Orioles on the Diamondbacks, Hernandez and Ferguson. It's foul by Miggy. Putting a heck of a bat on him.
He really is. He's having a good battle with the young left-hander.
Hopkins grounded to third to start the inning. Montero up there. This pitch number 10 to the AB. Actually, this is number 11. Shortchanged him one. Outside, full count, down 3-2.
Boy, he has really battled, has Miguel Montero.
He's trying to win that battle. Get on base here. Get the Diamondbacks' first hit of the night. Another foul.
Another changeup. I'm telling you, this kid, he's got some guts. He'll throw some off-speed pitches on 2-0, 3-1. This is a 3-2 changeup, and it's a good one. I mean, it's down out of the zone, but these hitters haven't seen this kid before, and he's showing them he's not afraid to throw certain pitches in certain times. Fastball in.
Number 13, a shallow fly ball to center's going to drop. What a great at bat for Miguel Montero. He got a smile on his face. You better have a smile. He really battled there and got himself a hit.
13 pitches worth, and you end up getting a base hit. That is awesome. That's got to really demoralize a pitcher too. That's a pretty good pitch. He didn't make any bad pitches of those 13 that he threw, but Miguel Montero, he's just so doggone strong, Greg. He got jammed on the label and just strong enough to get it out over the head of Josh Rutledge, the shortstop for the Rockies, and well-deserved base hit there for Miguel Montero.
First hit of the night. Here's Young now. And a base hit to left.
That one only took one pitch.
Back-to-back hits with one out of the inning.
Just a first pitch fastball right there. Bang, into left field it goes.
So Montero at second base, Young at first with one out. And the left-handed hitting shortstop, Stephen Drew, will come to the plate. So the chance of Drew. Drew's had 60 at bats down the year, 13 hits, 4 of those doubles, 6 runs batted in.
What a pitch. Golly, what are you going to do with that?
Spit on it.
Yeah.
Just
take it and know it's only strike one. You got 2 more left. You're not going to do anything with that pitch.
Edouard Cabrera, young lefty, giving a shot here. New Pomeranz moved back to a Saturday start for Colorado. Not too often you go into a series and you face 3 straight left-handers, but that's what's happening to the Diamondbacks. Sanchez last night, Cabrera here tonight, and Francis tomorrow night. Diamondbacks runners in scoring position have been red hot. They have their first man in scoring position tonight.
Oh, he laid off a good changeup. This guy's got some stuff, Greg. Let's not kid ourselves. This kid's got some future. He's thrown me 3+ pitches. That's a good changeup. That's just a better job of patience by Stephen Drew.
He's now got the count in his favor. 2 balls and a strike.
Right back with that changeup. Terrific pitch again.
A 2-2 on Drew. Full count.
Well, once again, I keep the runners right where they are.
Montero not fast down at second base. You got a left-handed hitter in the box. Could be an easy strike him out, throw him out double play if Drew would strike out.
Plus, this guy struck out more batters than any other minor leaguer last year. He is a strikeout pitcher.
And they're loaded for Joe Saunders. Well, last time a Diamondback pitcher came to bat with the bases loaded was last night. As Bo McLaughlin heads to the mound for a mound visit here.
I think Bo gets paid by the appearance.
He's getting a lot of money in this series.
I'm telling you.
Lee Kennedy blasted a bases clearing triple last night.
Let's take us a look see. He put a pretty good swing on that, didn't he? A 3-run triple to blow open a close game.
Joe Saunders at the plate here. Chance to give himself a lead. And Joe this year has 3 hits, 1 run batted in. Montero not good speed down at third. Young at second, Drew at first.
Now, if you're Joe Saunders, if you can, look for a first pitch fastball in the middle of the plate and swing it. Try to put it in play somewhere. Should be a fastball. It was, and he missed with it. Good patience.
Crooked numbers have been the order of business for the Diamondbacks on this homestand, and some big crooked numbers.
That would have been the one to try to take a whack at right there, I guess. Little belt-high fastball in the middle of the plate. See what that does now, it opens up the kid's arsenal. Now he can use the changeup, the breaking ball if he chooses to. This will be a good time to test the kid's moxie. See how mentally tough he is out on the mound. Well, he went with the breaking ball and missed. Good patience there from Saunders.
The 2 left-handed hitters in this inning, Montero and Drew, really had good ABs against his southpaw.
Well, Stephen Drew, like Montero, long. I mean, laid off some tough pitches, some close pitches for walks. Saunders should get the fastball. Let's see if he can put it in play somewhere. That was a beautiful fastball there.
Joe didn't really like it, but he's not going to protest too much. The only problem right now we can see for Cabrera is he's closed it in on 50 pitches in 2 innings.
He's thrown a lot of them already. 2-2 now. He needs the strikeout. Looks to me like. Let's see if Joe can find a way to put something in play.
Nope. And he is caught looking. That's 3rd strikeout for Cabrera in the 2nd out of the inning. And that's going to leave it up to Willie Bloomquist now with 2 out. Diamondbacks over their last 12 games have had 9 multi-run innings. And we'll talk about those crooked numbers coming into play. Willie a hit here. More than likely will score at least 2. With Young the runner out at second. Base is full of D-backs here, 2 down now. Bloomquist first time up, hit early in the count and grounded to second. .306 batting average as he steps in here.
Having a terrific season. He's been awfully good in these situations.
Ball 2.
Missed with the changeup.
Now Willie is not a guy who will draw many walks, only 12 on the year.
But all the pressure now is on Cabrera. He has to throw something for a strike. So if you're Willie Bloomquist, you're looking for one pitch in one spot at the speed you want it. If you get it, great. Give it a rip. Otherwise, let it pass.
Only Andrew McCutcheon with a better batting average with runners in scoring position than Willie Bloomquist. 3-0.
Missed badly with that one. Now, Willie Bloomquist, he is not going to be swinging right here. He'll have the handcuffs. That one's way outside. Willie's not a guy that he's looking to swing here on 3-0 with the bases loaded. Although, everybody swings 3-0 for the Diamondbacks. And that's a good fastball right there. He's still got to throw two more.
Mark Wagner here in the Boo Birds here. On that strike call. 3-1 now.
I'd like to hear the crowd start making some noise.
Yeah.
Maybe get under this pitcher's skin a little bit.
Got a chance to have an inning here. It's going to take something with 2 men out. Bloomquist at the plate. Bases full of D-backs. Into right center. And that ball is caught out there on a nice running catch by Brown. Had a chance to leave 3, and after 2, there's no score.
The third, Jody Jackson here in the stands. Some very special guests of the Arizona Diamondbacks here tonight. A medical miracle. 4-year-old Micah Andrews, along with his parents, John and Heather, his sister Elizabeth, and then we have Dr. Nicholas Theodore from the Barrow Neurological Institute. Micah threw out the first pitch here tonight. And John, let me ask you first of all, I say medical miracle. If I had asked you 2 years ago when he was in a car accident and the diagnosis was internal decapitation, what did you feel like on that day? And then when you see him now able to throw the ball out here at Chase Field, how do you feel?
Incredible. We never expected him to make such a recovery like this. It's just incredible. We're so happy to see him doing this.
And Mom, for you, what was it like to watch him out there today?
Oh, I was so proud. almost in tears.
Well, that's Micah. Micah, how did it go? Did you practice to throw that ball?
Yes, I did. I just threw it really, really far, and then the coach would catch it, and then the leaguers came, and then be silly to me.
You did a great job. And now we're going to turn to Dr. Theodore real quick. And doctor, just tell me, when he came in and needed emergency surgery, it's a surgery that you obviously are a leader in this type of surgery and internal decapitation. What does that mean exactly?
Well, essentially what that means is that all the ligaments attaching the skull to the upper part of the cervical spine have been severed. And literally your head is held on by the spinal cord and skin and muscles, and that's it. So the bony structures and the ligaments are all torn apart. And with each breath during surgery, you could see the bones moving apart. And a very, very unstable situation. And the goal of surgery, obviously, is to put him back together. So with a little titanium rod and some wires, Micah's head is on perfectly now, and it's going to stay that way.
Well, it's just incredible to see him. And again, there's a bond between these two men, isn't there?
Yes.
This little boy and this.
He loves Dr. Theodore, for sure. Yeah. When he saw him today, when we came into the ballpark, he ran straight at him.
Well, it's a fantastic story. Micah, great job today once again throwing out that first pitch.
Yeah, but I said, but I'm a daddy.
Guys, we'll send it back up to you. They're having a great time here at the game tonight.
Oh, thank you, Jody. What a remarkable
That is
story.
Incredible.
Yeah. And look how good he looks.
What a
He's a little talkative
kid.
guy, too.
Golly.
Wow.
That's
to be able to
I've never heard anything
perform
like
that procedure.
Oh,
and
gosh.
Now look at Micah. There's a swinging strike 3, and Montero's got to throw out Edouard Cabrera for the second out after LeMahieu fly to right field, and 2 quick outs here in the 3rd inning. 3rd inning brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers. Text road trip to the Miller Taste Team at 620-620. Your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer.
Just that right there just puts so much in perspective. I mean, just so much in perspective. Golly. I can't get over that.
Pretty special doctor. Pretty special little guy.
I was going to say special parents.
Yep.
That's wow.
There's a high towering drive to deep center field off the bat of Fowler. Young's going to get it though. Right of the warning track. And Joe Saunders has a 1-2-3 3rd inning. Micah, Jody. He's going to take her job. To you in part by Gila River. Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Sunset, Monument Valley. Rockies Diamondbacks no score. We go to the bottom.
Been up there?
I have not.
I haven't either. I think I
my
remember.
wife Nancy has.
I remember on a team flight, you and I were sitting next to one another, and we looked down, and it was down there, Monument Valley. But that's the only time I've seen it was from about 35,000 feet.
It was still impressive there.
It was. I kind of want to go up there.
Here's Aaron Hill to lead it off. Swinging miss, strike one. Hill walked in the first inning. Young Edouard Cabrera has been pretty good through the front, too. He stranded the bases loaded in the second. And a ground ball back up the middle. It'll be a base hit for Hill, regardless of what happens there with Rutledge, who fielded it. But Hill's got a hit. Aaron saw a hit streak come to an end last night at 13 games, but he's been on twice tonight with a walk and a single.
Josh Rutledge, you see how far he's playing to the pull side. Just a little roller up the middle, that's all it takes. When you put the ball in play, good things can happen. He's made a lot of good things happen this year.
Yes, he has. And he's pretty much settled in now to that number 2 spot in the order. Here is Kubel, who struck out looking first time up. And a bouncer past the pitcher. LeMahieu at third gets it. He's able to throw Kubel out. That had strange happenings right there, but the Rockies do indeed get an out.
LeMahieu ended up making a really nice play once it got past Edouard Cabrera. But it is a productive out nonetheless. Another runner in scoring position.
Goldschmidt struck out his first time up.
Threw him some good changeups. Let's see if Paul's seen enough of them to either lay off of them or whack them.
Goldschmidt 276 on the season with runners in scoring position.
Good fastball there to jump ahead.
Anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 p.m. the following day at participating locations. And we got a streak going right now. 6 consecutive games. Lots of tacos. Well, might as well make it 7, right?
Absolutely.
1-1 on Goldschmidt.
Like Aaron Hill in front of him, Paul Goldschmidt's got Josh Rutledge, the shortstop, playing way over to the pull side again. A lot of room to hit the ball up the middle. And he laid off that changeup nicely, didn't he? There's Rutledge right there. You can see just how far to the pull side he's playing.
Goldschmidt in here tonight with a 5-game hitting streak. And a ground ball to the right side. Broke his bat. Fielded by Kadire. And the third base goes Hill, 2 out. Paul saw that hole on the right side. He just didn't quite get it over far enough.
Justin Upton, an opportunity now to give his team the lead. Diamondbacks have had plenty of base runners. They've left 4 through the first 2 innings. They got another one on third as we speak. But this youngster Cabrera has made some big pitches when he's needed to.
271 the season average with runners in scoring position. There's a little bit of a race going on right now. Tampa Bay won its ball game tonight. No home run for BJ Upton, but Justin and BJ have both hit 99 career home runs.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. BJ's got a couple of years on Justin also. Both at 99.
Both at 99. Well, go ahead and take the lead here, Justin. 2-0.
BJ's got a couple hundred more games, I believe, than Justin.
Both first-round picks. Both number 1 picks.
High ball 3-3 and 0.
Almost looks like they're pitching around Justin this situation with Miguel Montero on deck. I don't know, Miguel put a heck of an at-bat on Cabrera and got a base hit his first time up. Yeah, they're going to put him on now.
Well, they've heard about the Diamondbacks swinging at 3-0 counts. They walk Upton intentionally, and here comes Miggy.
64 total pitches now for Cabrera.
And if they stick by their game plan for the starter,
they're not going to be out there much longer. Yeah, the microwave. That's the new nickname that the fans have gotten behind for Miguel Montero. We like it.
He had a 13-pitch at bat, got a base hit to center his first time up. Now trying to drive in the first run of the ball game. Diamondbacks have had some opportunities already with runners in scoring position tonight. Currently 0 for 3. Missed a little bit up and in. Ball 1. Upton listening to his first base coach Eric Young. He just walked, got ahead 3-0 in the count, and then they threw ball 4 intentionally outside with Hill at third.
Low strike call there by Mark Wegner, the home plate umpire.
Ball and a strike on Miguel Montero. 53 runs batted into the year for Miggy. Diamondbacks trying to run their winning streak to 5 and make it 5-0 on this homestand with 5 left after tonight. One more with the Rockies and the Mets in starting Thursday for 4, and they're reeling right now. The Metropolitans.
Washington beat them again this evening.
I believe they're 1-10 now. After the break.
R.A. Dickey even losing now.
No pitch Sunday. Had some injuries to deal with also, but that never satisfies New York fans.
No.
Ball and a strike on Montero. Swing and a miss. And 2.
I thought Miguel might try and swing a little harder at that pitch. Holy smokes, he just came unglued. That's how hard he swings. His head never saw that baseball. He swung so hard.
He's in the hole now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're trying to pitch out of another jam. High fly ball to left. Easy for Gonzalez. Diamondbacks lead 2. They've led 5 in 3 innings against Cabrera. There's no score after 3. Blackhawks of the Rockies playing game number 2 of the 3-game series. No score thus far. Always fun times out of the Ramtrucks.tv pool. One of the better spots in the ballpark to watch a ball game.
Anywhere. It's filled again tonight.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to get asked to join the party out there, because it is sold out every game here in 2012. Scudero, Gonzalez, and Kadire against Joe Saunders here in the 4th inning. Only one base runner against Saunders, a 2-base throwing error. And he gets ahead, strike 1. Only 38 pitches through 3 innings for Joe.
He has been terrific in the early going.
Shot foul. He was terrific last time out against Cincinnati. That was that ball game last Thursday. He retired the first 10 in a row. Then a walk, but he got the next 2 outs through 4 innings. Only 1 walk allowed. There was really only 1 hard hit ball in that game that he gave up, but that was unfortunately a 3-run homer by Brandon Phillips, left with a lead.
At the end of the day, he still should have won that ball game. He should have gotten the win in that ball game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Ground ball chopped to short. Drew comes in. Fields throws on the right. Batting one away. All right, TNT trivia question for you tonight. Always good to see what they come up with.
Should be a great one. They told me this is going to be a really good one.
Carlos Gonzalez, 3 straight seasons, 20-plus homers, who holds the Rockies record for most consecutive 20-plus homer seasons. Well, I would think it. I'm not. Are you thinking along the same line I am?
Well,
the guy I want
to. In my opinion, there for a good 3 or 4 years, I thought was the best player in the game. Is that what you're thinking about?
I think so. Currently not playing.
Not from the United States. Like maybe our neighbors to the north.
No, that's possible. I'm thinking about a guy who might be DL'd right now. People at home saying, "Who in the heck are you guys talking about?"
Okay, my guess is Larry Walker.
And I'm saying Todd Helton. We both got buzz. Is that right? Oh, we got one.
It's Larry Walker. Good. Good.
It is Helton. Swing and a miss by Carlos Gonzalez. And he now has struck out 5 times in 6 at-bats in this series. He's out number 2.
Well, let's go ahead and answer then. So it is Todd Helton. Greg got it right. I got it wrong, folks. So get used to that. Todd Helton, 8 years in a row from 1998 to 2005.
When you said he's not from this country, I'm thinking, well, no, Todd Helton was born.
Yeah, Larry Walker's from Canada.
Right.
So, I thought it was Larry Walker.
And then when you said, until you said north, I thought, well, maybe you're going Vinny Castilla to the south.
Good point. Or Andres Galarraga, to him being from Venezuela. Well, I know there was a bunch of guys that slugged a bunch of homers.
Yeah. Dante Bichette.
And managed by our very own Don Baylor.
The Blake Street Bombers. How about Joe Saunders? 6 strikeouts already tonight.
And just going through this Rocky lineup.
Kadire's the only man who reached, and that was on a 2-base throwing error by Willie Bloomquist. Led off the 2nd inning. But Joe really picked Willie up. He struck out Brown, got a ground out by Rosario, and struck out Rutledge. That man never left second base. Fouled on the right field line. Count full, 3-2. Kadire's been a good player for a lot of years.
Just it reminds me a lot of Jason Kubel. You didn't hear much about him because he was in Minnesota, but they were on good teams in Minnesota.
And he hits a drive, pretty deep left. Kubel going back and looking up, and it's gone. 1-0 Rockies. So Michael Kadire gets the Rockies on the board with his 13th of the year. his former teammate's head. It breaks up the shutout. It breaks up the no-hitter.
Got a changeup, not a bad pitch, a 3-2 changeup. It's down around the knees. He just went down and ripped it a long, long ways to left center field. And the Rockies take a 1-0 lead.
And now here's Andrew Brown, who struck out his first time up.
You can see Brown does not like that ball out over. Looks like he likes the ball middle and in. He hasn't made contact with any of those pitches on the outside corner yet. Joe tried to go right back out there.
Third time in the 5 ball games now. The Diamondbacks have trailed early. But nevertheless went on to win ball games by scores of 13-8, 8-2. Trail right now 1-0. And ball 3-1.
Sometimes a long ball will change your whole mentality on the mound. We saw it yesterday after Paul Goldschmidt hit a home run off of Sanchez. That was popped back here just above your head, Greg Schulte. You just missed it.
Kadire and Carney Lansford, who's a hitting coach, cap on.
You always want to, almost like a proud father. You don't want to go tell him just how proud you are of him. Way to go. He can hit.
Carney won a batting championship many, many years ago. High ball 4, and Joe Saunders now has issued his first walk. And Montero's going to call time and go to the mound to visit.
Yeah, after 2 quick outs, that long ball might have just made Joe Saunders think twice about maybe laying something in the middle part of the plate. Maybe got a little too fine, and now Montero going to go out and get his veteran back on track.
Executive Week continues this week during the Diamondbacks live pregame shows. Tomorrow, Cullen Maxey, Executive Vice President of Business Operations, will join our broadcast. Don't miss Executive Week, presented by SCF Arizona, continuing tomorrow at 6 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Arizona. Here's a guy you don't want to lose concentration against. I'm talking about Willen Rosario. Has hit 2 home runs in his career against Joe Saunders.
Good curveball, strike 1. Well, when you can throw a first pitch curveball as a hitter, someone did that to me, Greg. Man, I don't know what's coming now. Another one laid off of.
Just missed. Casual toss over to first, just to remind Brown he hasn't forgotten about him. So the Rockies have their first lead of this series. And a ground ball off the end of the bat. Out to second to Hill. He throws Rosario out. And that'll end the inning. Chris Young will lead it off for the Diamondbacks when they hit in the bottom of the 4th. Rockies on top now, 1-0. How about the best D-back deadline acquisition? Matt Manti, Kurt Schilling, Joe Saunders, Daniel Hudson coming in separate deals in 2010 or last August deal. Aaron Hill and John McDonald. Isn't that your former teammate or former?
It's good to see Randy Johnson here. Big unit. Buying his own seats.
Yeah.
And he still really pulls for the Diamondbacks. It's good to see him here supporting his old mates.
You have to look at it.
Good to see Randy back.
Well, there's your textbook question.
John McDonald's back, speak of the devil.
Yep. Activated off the DL. In case you missed the news, Ryan Roberts designated for assignment. A deal may be forthcoming here shortly. Diamondbacks now need to go to work. They're down a run. Edward Cabrera working with a 1-0 lead on a Michael Kadire 4th inning home run.
Well, they've had some opportunities against young Cabrera.
Left 5, makes that 6 in the game. Young hit the first pitch he saw in the 2nd inning and lined a single to left. Bottom of the order here. Cabrera has walked 3 in the game, 1 intentional. And he falls behind 3-1.
Pretty good pitch. He didn't get the call there from Mark Wegner.
And just a tick below 300 against Southpaws, and he fouled that one back.
Got Chris Young to chase one down and away on 3-1. That just shows you he's got some serious movement on that fastball. This ball is going to dip out of the strike zone. Good at bat. Wow. That's tough to lay off that one. I'm sure Cabrera's like, man, in Double-A they swing at that one every single time. And that's good recognition there by Chris Young. That's a well-executed changeup.
I'm thinking maybe hit and run here. What do you think, Grayson?
I think it's time.
Early in the game yet. You're only down a run. You got pitcher next. See what Diamondbacks might want to do. Drew walked his first time up. He had a good at bat. There's some stir now in the Rocky bullpen as this is a 75th pitch given by Cabrera on a swing and a foul, strike 1. And the Rockies going with a 4-man rotation these days. And they are trying to limit their starters in the 75 pitch range. Well, Josh Runeke is up loosening as Cabrera's hit that magical number. There goes the runner. Drew takes a pitch low, the throw down, and not in time. A stolen base for Chris Young.
I'll tell you what, I didn't think there would even be a throw. Rosario, an impressive throw. Chris Young got a very good jump. I mean, a very good jump. My goodness. And this was still very close because of the throw from Rosario. Wow. I didn't think there was any way that play was going to be that close.
Wow.
He may have even got him.
Close. Yeah, you're right. 6 steal for Young. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Drew. And a shot base hit. That'll tie the game. The ball's going to roll deep. Young comes in to score. Drew's on his way to second. And he'll hang on there with an RBI double. And this game is tied. Oh, what a sweet swing right there by Stephen Drew. I mean, wow, what a nice swing.
That was gorgeous. You couldn't have described that any better, Greg. It's so much fun to watch a left-handed hitter drive a ball the other way like that. And I mean drive the ball. He didn't flip that ball over the shorts. That was an inch or two over the shortstop's glove, and that ball went all the way to the wall. That's how hard he hit that baseball. My goodness, Stephen Drew. What a pretty swing that was.
Well, Drew is tied it. Now Saunders gets a chance to move him up with a bunt here.
You want to bunt this ball firmly to third if you can.
It takes a strike. Saunders struck out with the bases loaded in the 2nd inning. For Drew, his 7th run batted into the year, and it's tied the game here in the 4th.
First baseman Kadire is right in the belt buckle of Joe Saunders. That's why you want to make sure you bunt this ball to the third baseman if you can. If you do, you'll be successful.
And he bunts it that way, but foul. That's strike 2 on Saunders. Now, Joe has 5 sacrifice bunts this year. I'm probably having him bunt again.
Well, I think you have to have him try it now.
Nobody out.
Now you just, yeah, you'd like to bunt it to the third base. Just try to bunt it fair somewhere now.
Number of walks started this inning. There's another one of those walks that's come around to score for the Diamondbacks on this homestand. Way outside. That's the ball, 2 strikes. Top of the order next. We mentioned Renicky, the right-hander, is up. The youngster has not pitched poorly here tonight. Cabrera. Time is called by Saunders. That might have been called by the catcher, Rosario. Joe stepped out. And a bunt, but it goes foul, and that's a strikeout. Drew, who had gone to third, will have to retreat back to second. 1 out of the inning.
Yeah, big strikeout there, Joe Saunders. Now that's twice he's had a heck of an opportunity to help himself in this ball game. He struck out with the bases loaded and 1 out his first time up. That time he can't get a bunt down. Now it's going to take a base hit to score this run.
Here comes Jim Tracy. He's looking.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't get this, and
I don't either.
Everybody's got the Colorado Rockies. They got their own rules and they do things their way. But this kid's throwing a pretty good ball game.
81 pitches, 6 over the limit. You know he's got to be disappointed leaving. He battled.
I'd be heartbroken if I was him.
So the Rockies stick with their game plan and they go to the bullpen. And Josh Renicky on. Diamondbacks and Rockies tied. Finale of the series tomorrow night here, and it'll be the right-hander Trevor Cahill going to the mound for the Diamondbacks, trying to win his 9th game of the year, and Jeff Francis back with the Rockies. The left-hander, 3 consecutive southpaws going against the D-backs. Well, the new pitcher, there's Cahill in the middle, flanked by Miley and Coleman. Josh Renicky is on. He's been a workhorse. 41st game.
Well, anybody in that bullpen's been a workhorse.
And meanwhile, Edouard Cabrera can't win it, could possibly lose it, depending upon what happens here.
He impressed me.
Yeah,
What'd you think?
I was shocked they took him out. Willie hits a deep drive to left, back of the warning track, back of the wall, and no, It's going to be a ground rule double. Fan reached over and caught it. A run will score Drew, but Bloomquist will stop at second. Third base umpire made the call out there, Mike Winters.
I think he got that call right. It looked like that young man. He made a heck of a grab, but it looked like he reached over the yellow line. And there's not even an argument from
Kirk Gibson has asked
anybody.
Kirk Gibson has asked the umpires to get together here, but I agree with you. He reached over. You can see right there. Wouldn't even hit the yellow line.
That's so far they've gotten that call right. Yeah, he reached over.
And Winters came up with the hands locked up above his head.
And they're going to look at it.
Yeah.
And good for them, though.
I don't think it'll take very long, do you?
No. They got the. And at the end of the day, they're trying to get the call right.
Got to give them credit.
And Mike Winters, the crew chief, and the other two.
Well, Willie
doesn't have a home run yet this year, so.
He had a Jeffrey Mayer moment, huh? Remember Tarasco out there at Yankee Stadium?
Well, at least they'll get this call right.
Willie had 437 plate appearances since his last home run.
Yeah, I don't think the old umpire Dave Garcia in Yankee Stadium had the guts to make that call, but that's the right call. That young man made a nice grab.
And how about this now, Gracie? Renicky gives up the double. The run charge to McGurr, who could possibly lose his game. Here come the umpires. And, two bases. Yep.
And that's the right call. But Willie, nonetheless, saw one pitch and rifled it into left center. So Willie's still looking for that first homer of the season. I'll tell you what, boy, he hits with runners in scoring position, doesn't he?
All right, we talked about this with Joe the other day. Joe Garagiola, the Hall of Famer. How do you feel about replay? I mean, expanded replay.
I like it the way it is right now. I think home runs, fair or foul home run, because a home run is a game-changing play. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of it on, close calls at first base. Or
how about an umpire upstairs, kind of in the bird's eye nest, and take a quick look and can reverse something that might be wrong on the field,
like a trapped ball or something like that.
I mean, just have somebody up there who immediately looks at a couple of replays, and the crew chief is Mike downstairs, so he's got access and something like that.
Possibly, it just kind of because in baseball, okay, if it's a trapped ball syndrome, okay. Now it's like, okay, how many bases do you give the base runner if it ends up? It ends up being tough. I like the human element part of it. I know you do too.
I'm really not in favor of more replay, but I think if they did it upstairs like that with the umpire having access and could have quick replay. We had a couple of plays in that Houston series as Hill pops one into center. Bloomquist going to tag. Catch made by Fowler. Willie's heading to third. And the throw comes through, but it's not in time. And 2 outs in the inning. We had a couple of plays where Altuve kicked at second base twice, never got it. And there was an out call. And then Parra actually got back to first base.
When he missed the tag.
Yeah, on a missed tag. But I mean, for the most part, you don't need replay. But I think when
I think umpires missing calls has been a part of the game for a long time.
Nobody missed a bigger one than the World Series with the Cardinals in Kansas City years ago.
Don Denkinger.
Yeah. Let's see if Kubel can do something here with 2 men out.
Oh man, we got a few extras out there in the Lucha Libre masks. We got a youngster. I like it.
He's got the cape on though. Red capes and white capes, or silver. Kubel 0 for 2.
Yeah, you and I would look good in some capes.
Oh yeah. Kubel's 0 for 6 in the series. Cooled off a little bit.
That was
a great giveaway.
I was just about to say that's still the coolest giveaway I've seen in a while.
That was a great. His mask doesn't even really fit him real well. he's growing into it.
He's going to have to grow some noggin.
Jason, a big swing and a miss. 1-1.
He's throwing a lot of breaking balls, trusting his catcher Rosario to snuff any would-be wild pitch.
Kubel leads the major leagues with 10 home runs in July, and his 21 RBIs are third behind Teixeira and Zimmerman. Each have 22. There's a fly ball to left for Gonzalez, backing up. He has it, but the Diamondbacks get a crooked number. They get a 2 on the board, and they take the lead after 4 on top by a score of 2-1. Drew delivers. The 16 interactive kiosk right here at Chase Field during any Arizona Diamondbacks regular season home game. That little ball thing actually stuck right up in the middle yesterday.
It never fell, did it? All right, Joe Saunders pitching with the lead here in the 5th inning. Only one blemish. He's only given up 1 hit, but that ball reached the seats. That was the last inning by Michael Kadire.
The Diamondbacks have done a really good job on this homestand of answering back after the other team has played it a run or maybe even gotten a lead on them.
And you know, Greg, that's something we saw a lot last season.
A lot. You're right.
And up until recently, hadn't seen it much this year out of this squad. But it's a lot to ask to go out and have a bunch of come from behind wins. But boy, we saw a bunch of them last year. 1-2 quickly now to Josh Rutledge. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. He's a strikeout victim again. Another curveball. He's got a good curveball tonight, doesn't he?
That's 7 strikeouts for Saunders here tonight.
And this thing has some late snap to it. It looks like it's a big slow, and then bang. No chance. Good pitch. Well, it's always important to come out and try to have a quick, snappy inning after your team goes out and gives you the lead. He's off to a good start. Well, I got good news, Greg.
What you got?
Dodgers lost.
That's great news. They, in fact, Clayton Kershaw lost tonight, 8-2 at St. Louis.
So the Diamondbacks an opportunity to gain on those fellas in Los Angeles. And as we speak, the Western Division leaders, the San Francisco Giants, are locked in a 2-2 tie with the San Diego Padres.
It's Bumgarner, isn't it?
It sure is.
Saunders has tied his season high with 7 strikeouts. Center field, Young on the run. Nice catch by Chris. And LeMahieu is retired for round number 2 here in the inning. Runicky will bat for himself.
Pitcher Josh Runicky.
Runicky is 0 for 6 as a hitter. But, you know, he can swing the bat a little bit like his dad Gary or his uncle Ron, who were pretty good major league players.
All the Renekes I knew were hitters, not pitchers.
Ball in a strike.
Just baseball athletes in that name, Reneke.
Ground ball right side, base hit.
There you have it.
Only the second hit given up by Saunders. And it gets a pesky old Dexter Fowler to the plate. It's a good swing right here.
He looked like he knew what he was doing with that one. And Dexter Fowler, who is a thorn in the Diamondbacks' side, an opportunity here with 2 away.
First major league hit.
Congratulations, Josh Reneke. Yeah, see those pitchers, they all want to hit, don't they?
Yes, they do. They all think they can hit.
This becomes a big batter now for Joe Saunders and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Ground ball to short. Who's got it? Into the short route to Hill at second. He can hand Reneke the bag if he wants. Just smile about it. Diamondbacks up a run. In part by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Valley Chevy, who's your everyday hero? Nominate an everyday hero at valleychevy.com or facebook.com/Valley Chevy. AAA, there when you need us most. Joe Saunders has gone 5 innings and kind of looking at that thumb.
It's his right thumb.
I hope that's nothing serious. He's got a little smile there, but see, he's kind of.
It's not his pitching thumb. No. That's the good news.
I'm looking here, Gracie. I don't see any fielding plays he's had to make. This was it. This was the at bat by Reneke.
Oh, right there.
Lost his balance a little bit. You see, he takes off the glove and kind of shakes.
Just jammed it.
Yeah.
Ow. Could do without that.
Yeah. So a 2-1 Diamondbacks lead here in the 5th for Goldschmidt, and then Upton and Montero against Reneke. He came on in relief and gave up an RBI double to Bloomquist.
Fastball ran right in on the belly button, but he did lay off. It's a good pitch.
Ground ball back toward the middle. Diving stop. Scudero gets up, throws, got him on a nice play. Marco Scudero took a hit away from Paul Goldschmidt.
Scudero can do that. He is a terrific fielder no matter where you put him. That's a sharply hit ground ball. And it's just a really good play. Diving to his right. Going a strike across the diamond.
Got a real good shot there, too. Nice work by the camera. And watching Scudero, excuse me, keep that look at the baseball, never lose sight of it. Watch it go into the glove.
That's all. A lot of guys can't do the diving play. You have to time it just right. He did just that. It's a nice play.
Up to now, his grounded to third. He has been walked intentionally. Two and 0. Up to now with 42 walks on the year.
Got him to chase a breaking ball off the plate. 2-1.
Three and 1. Justin look for one pitch here that he can drive somewhere on a 3-1 count from Renicky. Out of play. Three-two pitch coming to Upton, and he walked him. 2 walks tonight for Justin.
Nice patience there from Upton, laying off the 3-2 breaking ball, down and away. Taking your walk. They're not going to pitch to you. Take your walk.
That's 5 more walks tonight for the Diamondbacks. They got 5 last night. Drawing a lot of walks on this homestand. Hard to believe in that game Sunday, the 8-2 win over Houston, they did not receive a walk. Yet they put together a 7-run,
7-run, yeah. Don't lose many games when you score 7 in an inning.
Upton will get back and taking advantage of the opportunities. 24 walks on the homestand, and 15 have come around to score. Montero tonight has a base hit, and he's flied pretty deep to left. Diamondbacks have a steal tonight. Young of second base back in the 4th. And then he scored in the inning. Miggy fouls one out of play.
Justin Upton trying to gauge Renicky, see if he can find something that's off kilter. Maybe he can steal second base here with Montero up. He's holding it on him. Yeah.
Montero's batting average at .273. Miggy takes high for a ball. Well, the Diamondbacks earlier today designated for assignment Ryan Roberts, and now a trade has been consummated. Roberts has gone to Tampa Bay for minor league infielder Tyler Bortnick, and he has been assigned to AAA Reno. Bortnick is 25. 48 runs batted in 95 games with Double-A Montgomery. And a base stealer, 23 steals. Miggy, a high towering fly ball to right. Whatever comes down, Brown should catch it. He does. That's out number 2. Bortnick, a 16th round pick back in 2009. 289 minor league career hitter.
He was a biscuit.
Yeah, how about that? The Montgomery Biscuits. So Ryan Roberts to the Tampa Bay Rays, and we wish him much success with his new club. He'll be flying to Baltimore, Maryland, where the Rays are playing.
The Rays won today in Baltimore, 3-1. Rays need some help over on the left side of their infield. Evan Longoria is still not back yet. So I would imagine Ryan Roberts going to get some playing time with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Here's Young now with Upton at first. Just look a little bit more. This kid can run. Bortnick, 131 steals in 4 minor league seasons.
That's a lot of steals.
Yeah, seasons of 41, 39, 43. And an on-base percentage almost 400. 79 walks back in 2011. Only 67 strikeouts. So it's a lot of walks and doesn't strike out a lot and steals some bases.
That works for me.
And he'll again go to the AAA Reno Aces. There's a drive. Deep left field by Young. Into the bullpen. Over the bullpen. And the Diamondbacks led it 4-1. That was a missile shot. He's had quite a night. He loves hitting lefties, doesn't he? He likes hitting right-handers now, tonight.
That was a laser. A hanging breaking ball. Chris Young, a lot like Aaron Hill, loves to hook the ball to left field, and boy, did he ever hammer this hanging slider. Bang!
It's a Fulton home run. Another $150 going to Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. All right. Had the left-hander earlier. Cabrera had a single and a walk against him. And now against the right-hander. And his numbers against the right-hander has not been good this year, but he pounded that ball.
That was a great play out there in the stands by that youngster. He caught a missile off the bat of Chris Young. He's starting to show some signs of coming out of it. He made a great play, by the way. I don't know if you saw it, Greg, but that young man made a really good play. Did you hear the sound of that bat when he made contact? Watch the catch here. That's a nice grab.
Nice reach. And now a strike to Drew. Drew has an RBI tonight. He's been on base twice. RBI double, run scored along with a walk.
I'm telling you, that bat made a sound. That's good to see. Diamondbacks going to need Chris Young.
There's a foul by Drew. Here's the swing you're talking about with the sound.
That's that sound. Gosh, I love that. What's the grab? Attaboy.
He's celebrating.
Attaboy Chris Young and attaboy that man. He's pumped. I would be too.
And for CY is 11th of the year. There's a drive. Hit to deep right center field by Drew, but it's going to be caught at the warning track by the right fielder Brown to end the inning. But the Diamondbacks get a pair, and a walk led to the 2-run homer with 2 outs by Young. And the Diamondbacks now leading the Rockies after 5 by a score of 4-1.
and get home safe. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Well, Chris Young has had a big night. Single, walk, stolen base run scored on a 2-run homer in the 5th inning, helping the Diamondbacks to this 4-1 lead. As we go to the 6th inning, Joe Saunders goes back to work. Joe's allowed 2 hits, 1 left the ballpark, a home run by Kadire. He is struck out. He is tied his season high with 7. His career high in strikeouts 9. He got a shot at that here.
He's sitting on 72 pitches. He's still got plenty left in the tank, you would think.
He misses outside, ball 1. Gracie made mention the Dodgers lost their game tonight. Giants are tied in their game. 2-0, and Joe upset with his first 2 pitches. You could just tell by his reaction on the mound at Marcos Scutaro. This is a big inning. Scutaro, Gonzalez, Kadire, 2, 3, and 4. If anybody gets on Brown. Here's the strike.
Right down the middle with a fastball.
Miguel Montero behind the plate again tonight. We said he'd catch every day if he could. And there's a drive to left. Kubel on the run over and has it 1 away. But Montero tonight has caught Chris Snyder. All-time games caught as a Diamondback. Now the next one he catches, that record will be all his. Damian Miller, Kelly Stinnett.
Well, you know, you look back, you didn't realize that Chris Snyder caught that many games.
He had a
as
stretch
many as
there
Miguel
for a while.
Montero. Damian Miller was here for a long time. So congratulations, Miguel Montero.
537. Here's Carlos Gonzalez, who has struck out twice tonight. Struck out 3 times last night. The one time he didn't strike out, he hit a home run.
Hit a bomb.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Well, he's had a good curveball tonight.
And he's really had Cargo fishing.
Yeah.
A nice comeback by Joe after he fell behind Scutaro. Look at this pitch, just went.
Gone. And you're right. Carlos Gonzalez has really been chasing some pitches out of the zone. Oh my, what a pitch.
Oh, there's going to be trouble. Nice play. Nice play by Goldsmith. As soon as that ball hit his hand, it was in the air to the pitcher on the flip.
Nice job by Joe Saunders getting over there. Carlos Gonzalez got really good speed. And all of a sudden this thing's out in no man's land. And Saunders is on his horse.
Look at Aaron Hill hustling too.
Wally Bell right on the money. Let's see just how close this is. Yeah, it's a good call by Wally Bell. Oh, these umpires are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just good. See, for instance, like a play like that, I don't want instant replay for that.
No, that's not needed.
Wally Bell looks like he got some sun today in Arizona.
Deep down the right field line, Upton on the run over toward the corner and can't get it in foul ground. He stretched out, came up just a tad shy. And Kadire will get a life. This was swung over a ways and had a long way to run. Couldn't quite get there. Goes this no play, foul ball for Kadire, who homered in the 4th inning, his 13th of the year. And he hammers this one to pretty deep center. Young looks up and it is gone. 2 homers tonight now for Michael Kadire.
Golly. I didn't know if that one was going to get high enough to get over that tall wall in left center field, but it had just enough height. A line drive about 420 feet.
And you think about that ball. You stretch those stands back about another 50 yards.
It's still a home run. I mean, this ball is killed. Now it's just a matter of, is it going to have enough height to clear the wall? And it did.
And there's another good sound for a hitter. Strike one. Well, you think with the Twins now are without. It's what 21 and 71 for Kubel and 14 and 53 for Kadire. That's 35 home runs between the two of them and 124 runs batted in. But again, a much different ballpark that they play in.
Yeah, Colorado and Chase Field are a little bit different than
Target Field.
Target Field, or even the Metrodome where they played as well. Have you been to Target Field yet, Greg?
I have not, and I heard it's outstanding.
You're going to love it. You are going to love it.
Don't know whom the Diamondbacks are going to play yet next year, interleague. It's going to be a little different scenario too. Foul back.
It's going to be interleague all year long, isn't
it? Every day of the season. What with Houston going to the American League.
Are you a fan of that? That's my answer too. I'm not.
Gonna have to see how it plays out, I guess.
Those guys don't care. They got their fun wigs on.
Foul out of play here by Andrew Brown, who has struck out and walked. Could really get interesting toward the end of the season if you're a Boston that's got a big series in the National League Park, and David Ortiz is your DH.
Absolutely, it's going to be.
You can't DH. Outside, full count, 3-2.
Chris Young's home run, bottom of the fifth inning, looming large as we speak.
Yes, sir. Ground ball down to third. Bloomquist has got it. Really accurate with this throw. He made an error earlier, but the home run by Kadire is second of the night. He's gotten the Rockies a tad closer, 4-2. Louis, the Cardinals got 6 in the 6 off Clayton Kershaw. That hit by David Freese. Outfield for COL added a knock. And the Cardinals went on to beat the Dodgers, and Kershaw went 5 2/3, gave up 8 earnings tonight.
Ouch!
8-2 the final score. So the Dodgers a loser. Giants are still playing their ball game. That's the updated standings at the moment. Dodgers were going for a 6th consecutive win, so they had a 5-game win streak come to an end. Diamondbacks trying to get to a 5-game win streak here tonight. Joe Saunders, who has struck out twice in the ball game, swings and misses strike one.
If he's got a bad thumb, it might not hurt him try to drop a bunt. Don't risk hurting that thumb any worse.
Kadire over the first for the out. If you or someone you know would love to be calling the game and is between the ages of 10 through 14, then come out Sunday to Chase Field for the Fox Sports Arizona and Sanderson Ford Kidcaster auditions from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Here's section 115 and 116. That's during the Mets D-backs game. Saunders out number 1. Willie Bloomquist an RBI double tonight, 1 for 3. Woolley now has knocked in his uniform number, 18 on the year.
That was a big hit as well.
Yeah.
That was the first pitch that Renicky came in and threw a breaking ball. And Bloomquist ripped it off the wall, or what would have been off the wall.
Ground ball here down to third. Backhanded by the He throws him out. 2 quick outs.
There is some talent, young talent in this organization. Most of it is on the position player side of things.
Yeah.
You need to spend some time developing some starting pitching.
Game Connect has D-backs fans talking, so log on now to foxsportsarizona.com and experience it for yourself. Follow all the action with live stats, social media. Log on now to foxsportsarizona.com's Game Connect. Aaron Hill has walked, single tonight, 1 for 2 in the game. Advanced 2 outs, nobody on here in the D-backs 6th inning. Well, the Reds keep rolling. They won again tonight. They won 6 straight. That comeback win they had against the Diamondbacks really did them well. It's 7-6 win. They beat Houston. The Astros have now lost 8 in a row. They're going nowhere fast, are they? Except down, down, down.
Well, they're assuring themselves of the #1 pick in the draft.
Well, they did make a trade tonight again. The Astros have been the busiest team in baseball. They traded Wandy Rodriguez to the Pirates for 3 minor leaguers. How to play. Two count on Hill. Two-out rallies are nice. See if Hill can get something going. Kubel to the dish.
Going to try to come inside. He got it there. Somehow, some way, Aaron Hill was able to fight that off.
Hill in 360 at-bats this year, 30 walks, 55 strikeouts, 110 hits, among the league leaders in hits. 41 extra base hits, including 13 home runs. Stolen 8 bases. He's had a heck of a year. And he takes low and in, full count 3-2.
Good change up there somehow. Aaron Hill didn't swing at it. That had to be a tantalizing pitch. Well, when you're going good, you lay off those things.
And a ground ball to the right side. Scooter up to Kadire, and the Diamondbacks down in order. So to the 7th inning we go here at Chase Field. The Diamondbacks leading the Rockies 4-2. Miller Lite invites any legal drinking age consumer with the first Miller last name Miller to visit Coach and Willie's between 3 and 6 p.m. to pick up a gift card for a free case of Miller Lite so they can celebrate their own Miller time with friends.
Heck was going on?
I don't know.
That's a husband and wife, I think. Or a, what do you call them, a stud and a mare?
Rainbows and unicorns here at the ballpark tonight.
Oh, boy.
Joe Saunders to work here on the 7th. And he's working against Rosario, Rutledge, and LeMahieu with a 2-run lead, 4-2. Joe's thrown well tonight. Only 3 hits. 2, though, have been home runs by Kadire.
Ah, there they are. Ah, see. It hitches now. Sure.
Ground ball to short. Drew backhands. Sacks throws. Counting 1 out. Nice play.
Nice pitch there on 2-0 to get the ground ball. Once again, Joe Saunders impressive here this evening, Greg.
Yeah, last time out, he went 6 innings. Diamondbacks didn't let him go back out in the 7th. And the bullpen, just for one of the few times of late, could not get the job done. Now it's Breslow and Ziegler. Lefty righty loose into the bullpen. A strike here to Rutledge. Rutledge, the last man to strike out against Saunders, number 7, and that ties Joe's season high. Chop foul, strike 2.
Thus far, Rutledge has had trouble with the Joe Saunders curveball. He sits 0-2. Let's see if Joe wants to throw it again.
Let's take a look at our high-speed pitch brought to you by CenturyLink tonight. Cabrera, the starter, 91. Saunders has hit 92. Into the dirt. The Rockies have had only 3 runners reach base all night. Kadire's been on 3 times, reaching on air the 2 home runs. A walk to Brown in the 4th inning, and then a base hit by the pitcher Renicky in the 5th inning. That's been it. Two now.
Got him with a curveball again.
3rd time tonight he's got him. 8th strikeout, a new season high for Joe Saunders.
Joe Saunders is no dummy. He's a veteran for a reason. He knows exactly the success he's had. He's lighting up those Circle Ks, isn't he?
8 strikeouts, a new season high. 9 his career high.
He knew that Josh Rutledge was struggling with his breaking ball. I'm going to keep throwing him to you if you're going to keep swinging and missing.
And he did. Ball went inside to DJ LeMahieu. Pitcher spot due up next, Renicky, but if somebody gets on here, they would pinch hit. And that someone would have to be LeMahieu, who's at the plate, 2-0. Ramon Hernandez, 3-0. LeMahieu's fly to right and line to center tonight. And he takes a strike, 3-1. Maybe a generous strike.
I think a fortunate right arm coming up there from Mark Wegner. Keep the at-bat alive for Joe Saunders. That time he just reared back and beat him with a fastball on 3-1. Good pitch. Joe's impressive tonight. On the heels of 3 impressive outings prior to him from Miley, Cole Mentor, Kennedy last night.
3-2 pitch coming up here with 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Saunders ties his career high with his 9th strikeout, getting 2 in the inning. And the Rockies down in order for the 3rd time tonight. Stretch time here at Chase Field. Joe Saunders and the Diamondbacks leading the Rockies 4-2. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Joe Borowski joins us in the broadcast booth here.
Greg.
And how about Joe Saunders tonight, huh?
He's sharp. Picking up right where Ian Kennedy left off yesterday. Very efficient, working ahead. Love to see it.
Does it become a challenge as a starting rotation once the guys get on a roll? Like, hey, I'm not going to be the one that ends up breaking this streak.
Friendly competition. You're trying to up the last guy who pitched before you, and you want to keep going. And makes for some good baseball.
It does. Makes for some winning baseball.
Absolutely.
So 9 strikeouts for Joe, tied his career high. Struck out the last 2 he faced. And the Diamondbacks going to send up Kubel, Goldschmidt, and Upton.
I'm not convinced Joe's out of the game.
No. It's not a guarantee.
Had one of his stronger innings last inning.
Yeah, he's still throwing really good.
Kubel's 0 for 3 tonight and 0 for 7 in the series.
You seen this guy pitch yet, Joe? Rex Brothers?
Gracie really likes him.
I have not seen him pitch, but I'll tell you what, the starting pitcher for Colorado today had some good stuff.
He had some real good stuff, and they had to take him out after 3 1/3 because of that goofy thing they do. My goodness, how you ever going to get, if you're trying to cultivate pitching, how you going to teach him how to go deep in a game if you take him out after 75 pitches
I have
or
no
3
idea.
innings?
This is one thing that I'm a little confused about. 75 pitches. Honestly, we saw it tonight. He worked the count up early, and he was out after 3 1/3.
Kubel's going to get an extra base hit here as he hits one to the wall. And that's the leadoff double to start the 7th inning. Yeah, it's a little perplexing right now. And we wondered aloud if perhaps they might change things around tonight, Tracy and his pitching coaches, just because of the effectiveness of the young man. But he didn't.
I thought the way he was throwing that he was going to go out there, especially just getting called up. I didn't think they'd throw him right in the fire with the 4-man rotation thing, but it's unfortunate for the starters because you have to go out there with the mentality of knowing that you have a 75 pitch limit and you're going to be taken out of the game. So I don't know. Maybe it takes away for a little bit of your effectiveness. I don't know. This is one thing that's a little odd to me.
I think everybody's trying to figure it out. Basically, what it does too, your
bullpen's getting crushed.
Yeah, you're married to a 3-inning reliever almost every ball game.
Just about every ball game.
Yeah.
Maybe they should switch it up and have the relievers start.
Why not? Why not? And then
let your starter finish.
Yeah, bring in Pomeranz or something like that in the 4th inning, or bring in Jeff Francis tomorrow. Start bring him in the 6th, whatever it is. It's not any different, is it?
No, not at all.
I don't know. We're just the lowly broadcasters, guys.
There's a drive. It's a pretty deep right. It's going to advance the runner to 3rd. The catch is made. Kubel hustling his way to 3rd base, and he'll get in standing. So Goldschmidt advances the runner. 1 out. Here's Cabrera tonight. pitches by inning. The second inning kind of ate him up. And one in particular hitter, Miguel Montero.
And that's fine and good, guys, but in the first, a 0.
Yeah.
In the second, a 0. In the third, a 0. And they took him out right after he struck out Joe Saunders with a couple of guys on base, and they bring in a guy. Next thing you know, the very first pitch Renick he throws goes off the wall, and you're behind. I don't know.
It's hard to explain.
To me, this is just me talking. I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying I'm wrong. It's just my opinion, but that's just not Major League Baseball to me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. And I understand the Rockies with how they're struggling this year. Maybe you're trying different things to jumpstart this team, but it just goes against all principles that we've grown accustomed to seeing with the age of baseball right now.
Well, the Rockies are satisfied that Justin Upton is swinging the bat very well these days. They're going to walk him for the second time tonight, the third walk for Jay up in this ball game. They'll take their chances with Montero against the left-hander. After ball 4 comes up here. So 3 walks for Upton. Now Miggy, who had the at-bat of the night back in the second inning. 13 pitches and got a base hit to center field.
Got the pitch count up on Cabrera.
Yeah, it did. And I heard you, Gracie, saying how the pitcher feels about that after. About the 7th or 8th pitch, I'm like, put the ball in play somewhere, please.
Yeah, that's really got to be frustrating for a pitcher. I mean, you have to continually attack the zone, and you're using everything.
He's fouling off your best changeups, your best breaking balls, your best fastballs. In, out, up, down, fast, slow.
Who was a hitter that gave you that kind of a boot? Elongated a bat against
every hitter seemed to give me that kind of a problem. But in that situation, you know what you do? Throw a BP fastball down the middle and say, do something with it, please. He's fouling off everything.
At
yeah.
Well, Miguel Montero with an opportunity here to hit a ball in the gap and put this game in good hands right here.
Box score tonight.
Chris Young with a
big night.
Healthy box score there.
A big night. So there's Miggy, 53 runs batted into the year, most among Major League catchers. Kubel doubled. He's at third base, and Upton, who just was walked intentionally at first here with 1 out. Swing and a miss. That big old swing.
He's not getting cheated.
That's usually the result. When Miguel takes a huge swing, it's usually a swing and a miss. But a lot of times what that will do, that will talk. If after I do that as a hitter, I might just look dead breaking ball here, see if I can talk him into throwing another one here. Let's see if a young pitcher falls for that veteran move here. See if he throws another breaking ball. I don't think so.
And a lot of times, Gracie, when you're a young pitcher, you're relying on the catcher to help you out too.
Sure. And Rosario, he knows Miguel Montero might be playing possum with that. Maybe come right back with that breaking ball. See if Montero's waiting on it. Trying to get the sign from the bench. And now they're excited here. They like winning baseball here at Chase Field.
Diamondbacks trying to win their 5th straight here tonight.
They want to see tacos.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. And I love those today.
Upton back in.
Well, that's our microwave, folks.
I don't see anybody up in the Rockies bullpen, and Chris Young is on deck. No one up there. This is Brothers' inning. He's in trouble.
I think it's a requirement now that their relievers have to go at least an inning.
Upton goes and steal. Boy, he went hard into second base there. He gets a stolen base.
Well, that's big now. There's no more double play in order. And that'll have to bring the infield in now for Jim Tracy. Not the greatest of jumps there for Justin Upton. You see the late slide. But there was the no throw on. Jason Kubel didn't venture off at third base. Now they'll have to bring their infield in. And the double play no longer in order, so certainly hitter advantage right here for Montero. Oh boy, not if you swing at breaking balls in the dirt, though.
2-2 on Miggy. Now he's really got to get tough here against the southpaw.
And once again, Miguel Montero going to have to cut down on that big swing now. The big swings cost him 2 strikes. Now he just got to find a way to put the ball in play. Put the pressure on the opposing defense.
And he does. Base hit. And one in. Here comes Upton, and he will race around to score. Miggy delivers. 55 runs batted in and 6 2D-backs.
Tacos. Yes. Got lunch.
7 straight games of tacos.
And what a pretty swing that was.
Yeah.
That wasn't that out of control. Pull your head, pull your shoulder, pull your hip. This is just a nice, smooth, I'm going to get me a base hit swing right there.
So keep his head right down
that
on the
head
ball.
stays right there. That's nice and in control. And that's all you need. 2 more RBIs, 55 on the season now for Miguel Montero. Year in, year out, I don't know if there's a better all-around catcher in this game anymore. Yadier Molina, some people are going to say. Brian McCann, some people are going to say. But I'm just saying, all around. Oh, tell us about this. What's going on here, Joe?
We see tacos going across the board right there.
It's taco time. Attaboy, Miguel Montero. You just fed me for another day.
The Diamondbacks continue their multi-inning scoring, multi-run inning scoring. The last 7 games, 17, where they have scored more than 1 run in an inning. Previous 12, only 9 times.
That usually equals a lot of victories.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Put up crooked numbers.
3 2-run innings here tonight. They got a lot of good things going right now. Starting pitching's getting them late in the games.
Starters have been real good. Hitting. Usually when you got both aspects of your game going like that, it usually equals long extended winning streaks.
And I think this is what Kevin Towers and the decision makers were thinking when they were thinking about this starting rotation. Getting outings like this consistently from not only Joe Saunders, but Josh Coleminter again. Just doing it again. He's been, after that rough first month, he's been awfully good.
He's been so valuable to this team the last 2 years.
Wade Miley, the best of them all so far.
And there's a walk to Young. Montero down to second. And Grace, you pointed it out. All of a sudden, CY's bat's starting to catch fire. He's on base 4 times tonight.
When you see a guy starting, I like that. I don't blame you, honey. But when you start seeing a guy walk, laying off tough pitches, there you see it. He's starting to come around. And I was on the post-game show last night on the radio, and this team desperately needed somebody offensively, especially after that series in Chicago, Joe and Greg, where they just couldn't buy a run. They scored 3 runs in 3 games. And the first game in Cincinnati, the first 2 at bat, Jason Kubel hit home runs. And all of a sudden, it was like, okay, I'm showing the rest of my teammates, I'm going to take the bull by the horns. Everybody hop on my back, and let's do this thing. Well, Jason Kubel just continued to hit home runs, continue to drive in runs, and it becomes a trickle-down effect. All the other players see this guy doing it, and they're like, hey, man, I want a piece of this pie, too. All of a sudden, you're starting to see Justin Upton swing the bat better. Chris Young swing the bat better. Willie Bloomquist and Aaron Hill have been swinging the bat good all year. Paul Goldschmidt, Montero, it just becomes all of a sudden you become a very dangerous lineup. Not just one guy, but a very dangerous lineup for a hitter to have to go through, or for a pitcher to have to go through.
Drew a swing and a miss, and Brothers will get a strikeout for round number 2 in the inning.
Like, for instance, and pitching staffs do the same thing, in starting rotations. How about a bullpen? It's the same way. Right now, J.J. Putz is throwing beautifully right now, and I think it has to do with he's been watching David Hernandez dominate for a month or 2 along, and now those two guys are like, oh yeah, some friendly competition out there.
John McDonald will come up as a pinch hitter here. Just off the disabled list. He's going to bat for Joe Saunders, so we get our answer. Joe is finished for the night. And Johnny Mack takes low for ball 1, but 7 very solid innings by Joe Saunders. Joe
Take
Borowski.
that any day. Started going 7, giving up less than 3 runs. That's how you give your team chances to win. And the way that they've been scoring, you're giving yourself a real good chance.
Oh, yeah. And he gave up a couple of solo shots to Michael Kadire.
Well, how about the last 4 games now from the starters? Miley, Coleman, Kennedy, and Saunders, 7, 6, 8, and 7.
Ian Kennedy once again showing he's a second half guy. He has been his whole career.
And look at that, only 4 walks in the 4 games.
There you go.
The only play in baseball you can't defend, the walk.
No, the Diamondbacks are just scoring runs like crazy with the walks they've been given.
I'm not a believer in good walks and bad walks.
No.
I think they're all rotten.
Upton's got 3 tonight. Young's got a pair. And it's a 6-2 lead right now here in the 7th. 2 on for McDonald. Johnny Mack's driven in 12 on the year. A shot to left, sinking, but Gonzalez a nice running catch. Joe Borowski, we'll talk to you after the ball game.
I'll be there.
See you, pal.
All right.
As always, Diamondbacks get a couple more. Miggy delivers. RBIs 54 and 55. 6-2 D-backs after 7. And we look at Joe Saunders, who had quite a night. He matched his career high with 9 strikeouts in the ball game. Only allowed 3 hits. Michael Kadire got him for a couple of home runs, but that was it. And he's got a 6-2 lead. Charles Nagy, he's got to be happy these days.
I was going to say, he's got a lot to be smiling about if you're Charlie Nagy, the way your pitching staff has been throwing on this homestand. You know, the Diamondbacks have been swinging the bats, scoring runs. But on the flip side, Greg, his pitching staff's been awfully solid. I mean, they're not giving up many runs. You can sit here and say, oh, this small ballpark, this hitter-friendly ballpark. Well, not against those guys. Takashi Saito.
Yep. He's on for the Diamondbacks, his 2nd appearance of the season. Missed 93 games. Debuted against Houston on Saturday. Allowed an unearned run. And the veteran right-hander will go to work against Eric Young Jr., the switch hitter. Off the bench as a pinch hitter. And a strike. He had good velocity in his first outing. His first pitch hits 91 here. So now the bullpen takes over the rest of the way.
Trying to get 6 outs. That one went right at the kneecap of Eric Young Jr.
The Dodgers signed Saito back in 2006. Swing at a foul into the mid of Montero, strike 2. He's been awfully good in his career in the major leagues.
He was fabulous in Japan, and he's been really good since he came over.
First year with LA, a 2.07 ERA, 24 saves. The next year, a 1.40 with 39 saves.
Basically a fastball, curveball pitcher. Oh, he quick pitched him.
That was close. Like Winter said, Young held up. Saito is 42 years old, born on Valentine's Day, 1970.
He and I could share some stories then. He's my age. Well, the Diamondbacks will host the New York Metropolitans this weekend at Chase Field. You can get a ticket to any game for just $19 with the D-backs Pepsi Max Value Pack. You get a lower-level bleacher ticket, a regular-size hot dog, a 24-ounce Pepsi, and a free bottle of Pepsi Max, all for just $19. Call now, 602-514-8400, or log on to dbacks.com/value.
Kiss cam not even on. They're going for it.
Are they being naughty?
Here is Dexter Fowler. Outside ball 1. Fowler hitless tonight, 0 for 3. Boy, doesn't seem like we've said that much with Fowler against the Diamondbacks these days. Ooh, pretty good pitch. Miss 2-0.
Boy, if Saito could end up being a 7th/8th inning guy, well, what a shot in the arm that would be for this Diamondback bullpen.
You know, puts in the 9th and 8th inning. Hernandez, this guy in the 7th, Drew in shallow left. And he makes the catch. Well, you know, the trade deadline is 1 week from today. And our Nissan textbook question for tonight: best D-backs deadline acquisition, hands down, 2000. Trade made by Joe Garagiola Jr., the general manager. Kurt Schilling.
Well, not much love for Matt Manti out there.
1%. Last year's deal by Kevin Towers.
My old buddy Matt Manti.
Diamondbacks probably don't win in 1999 without him.
I don't think KT's. I don't think he's sitting on his hands in there.
No.
Do you?
No. Well, that phone is nearby. There's a chopper to short. Drew comes in. It's a high. And he throws Scooter out. And a nice, easy inning for Takashi Saito. He's on the phone right now.
Love it. Pepperoni and mushroom, KT.
We'll play the game. Watch Goldschmidt and Saunders hook up on this play.
Just in the nick of time. Well, Joe Saunders did everything well tonight.
That's pretty cool.
That's a very cool look. Wally Bell punching out Cargo. Wake up. Come on, wake up, Goldie.
He's meditating, thinking about his at-bat.
I am going to hit one really far. Yes, I'm going to hit one really far. I'm up 4th.
He is thinking about where he's going to hit the ball. Well, let's go to Jody Jackson right now as Willie Bloomquist leads off here. Jody?
Well, Kirk Gibson first noticed Paul Goldschmidt visualizing in San Francisco on May 30th, right before he went out and hit a home run off of Tim Lincecum. He said he was watching him for about 20 seconds. His eyes were closed, and he said, "Are you okay?" And so Goldschmidt said, "I'm just visualizing." And then Kirk Gibson said, "Go out there and show me what you were visualizing." But it's become part of his routine. He does it every at-bat right about this point, with 3 batters ahead of him, and then he kind of steps up to the next step a little bit later on and actually visualizes in his stance.
Well, let's hope he's visualizing the home run here, huh? Thanks, Jody. Into center field, and Fowler takes care of Willie Bloomquist, 1 out. Did you ever do that, Gracie?
No.
If your eyes were closed, you were actually sleeping.
I was going to say, I'd be afraid I'm going to miss something.
Aaron Hill, and Matt Reynolds, the new pitcher for Colorado.
Yeah, the big left-hander. No, I wasn't a guy that used the sports psychologist. That started to get popular from some players. I just tried to go out there and see it and hit it.
You hit it pretty well.
Well, thanks.
Aaron Hill 1 hit tonight. Diamondbacks have 8 hits and 6 runs. They've left 9. And 3 outs away from winning their 5th straight. That ball is foul ball, says Mike Winters.
Aaron Hill, with his body language, is kind of letting the third base umpire Mike Winters know. Are you sure about that? I could have sworn that went over the bat.
Hilowaka, the first, is infield hit in the 3rd, and then fly to center and ground to 2nd. Reynolds, the 4th pitcher used tonight. And again, with that starting pitcher hitting that limit around the 75 area. Cabrera went 3 1/3, and then Runicky 2 2/3. Brothers worked the 7th. Here in the 8th, it's Reynolds, and a swing and a miss, caught strike 3, and Hill is out number 2 here.
Well, the Diamondbacks and Miller Lite will host a post-game concert featuring Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers on Saturday, August 25th. Concert's free with a ticket for that day's Diamondbacks-Padres matchup. Get tickets by calling 602-514-8400. Log on to dbacks.com/concert or visit Quick Trip for a special ticket offer from Miller Lite. I like Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers, don't you?
Yep. 2 outs here. Kubel at the plate. Jason snapped an 0 for 7 in this series with a double, and that led to a 2-run rally in the 7th inning. And swing hopper down the third base line. Hugging the let's gonna stay fair. Are you kidding me?
That's when you know you're going good, Greg. You know you're going good. Even Kubel's got a smile about that. Yeah, I know I've been hitting all these homers.
How about that ball just hugging that line and staying fair?
Kadyr's old teammate in Minnesota. You can only smile on that. I mean, 49 times out of 50, that ball's going to roll foul, except when it's Jason Kubel these days.
That's right. Well, it gets Goldschmidt to the plate.
He was meditating.
He was visualizing.
Oh, baby, he visualized a fastball in the middle of the plate. And he took a mighty rip at it.
He really did.
That got me fired up. Doesn't take much.
Paul's 0 for 4 tonight. I haven't said that very often. And it's strike 2. 0-2 the count. Hernandez is up in the Diamondback bullpen. Looks like he's going to come on to the ninth. That ball is into the dirt. Here's the visualization again for Paul Goldschmidt. Something he's comfortable with and has been doing. Obviously very effective for him. And a fly ball hit it a pretty deep right center, but it's going to be caught. And the inning comes to an end. No runs. A hit by Kubel, and David Hernandez will come on and pitch the ninth. The Padres and the Giants. Sandoval going deep here, and that's an RBI hit for San Francisco. But then the pitcher Edison Volquez gets this, a little blue pit, and it's a 2-2 ball game, mid-7th. Giants and the Padres tonight. Don't forget, this week on Fox Saturday Baseball, Matt Kemp of the Dodgers head to San Francisco. They take on Melky Cabrera and the NL West leading Giants. And a showdown between bitter division rivals. Fox Saturday Baseball telecast presented by Budweiser begins at 12:30 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox. David Hernandez on for the Diamondbacks here against Carlos Gonzalez. Strike one. Gonzalez 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts tonight. Hernandez following Saunders and Saito to the mound. Saito had a very easy 1-2-3 8th inning. There's a high foul ball to the right field line. On 2 here. Foul ball. Our key was drive to 5. They're within 3 of doing that.
Once again, behind solid starting pitching. Good to see Takashi Saito have a nice, smooth inning as well. I remember the late, great Harry Carey used to always say, well, you know, Steve.
Talking about Steve Stone.
Yeah, you know, Steve, you can't win 6 in a row until you win 5 in a row.
Good old Harry.
And he is right on the money. David Hernandez trying to get the drive to 5. Ooh, gas just missed.
2-2 count. One home run for the Diamondbacks tonight. And off the bat of Chris Young. 2-run shot. High fly ball to right for Upton. And an 0 for 4 night for Carlos Gonzalez. 1 out.
Well, if you're hitting the road, take Fox Sports Arizona's coverage of the Diamondbacks with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Diamondbacks out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit dbacks.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, along with the Lucha Libre mask, baseball everywhere. That's just a big league mask. I like that. El Santo and Mil Máscaras. I was going to say, yeah, I'd like to see a few more masked men out there.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll pick up. We had a little guy out there tonight.
Michael Kadire.
He's had a pretty good night.
He's been really good for the Rockies tonight, and he's been a one-man gang.
There's a little one we were talking about.
Yeah, he's got his.
He's growing into that mask.
Yeah, I like it. But there's a cowbell on this fella. He's got a cowbell. He's got a fever.
You love fans who have fun at a ball game.
That's what you're here for.
Yep. And they're having fun. Swing and a miss. Well, the homestand 1 out away from going 5-0.
I'll tell you, isn't it amazing, Greg? You're a 5-game winning streak from being right back in the thick of things.
Yeah.
I mean, right back in the thick of things.
Well, the Diamondbacks get a little help from the Padres tonight. They get pulled to within 5 in the division.
This is to go a game over 500 as well.
Andrew Brown 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. David misses up and in. The previous Diamondback 5-game winning streak, June 5th through the 10th. 20,000 and change here tonight. High inside, ball 2-0. You still ordering that pizza you talking about?
I'll give you Schulte and Grace. For a
bucket of balls.
Rookie ball middle reliever.
2-0 count. There's a strike, 2-1. Again, the Diamondbacks made a deal earlier tonight. Ryan Roberts to Tampa Bay for infielder Tyler Bordnick, who will report to AAA Reno. Grounded to third. Willie's got it. Throw across. Diamondbacks win it. They've won 5 straight. Chris Young, a big night. Solid pitching by Joe Saunders. They matched their previous 5-game winning streak early June. And a Diamondback victory as they beat the Rockies 6-2. We'll be back with more here at Chase Field in a moment.
Let's get